Oh, hi
Okay.
guys! Welcome back to Banyo Thoughts ni Gian. So, meron po tayong special guest this very morning. Isa sa mga pinaka-pogi kong kaibigan na magaling sa music. Pag nakita niyo lang yung picture niya, sigurado maglalaglagan yung mga brief at panty niyo.
Yeah.
This guy, this guy is like, I've met him, kaya tayo nakita? Like 2014 ba?
2013.
13 pa? Oh my God. That was like 7 years ago. Batang-bata pa yung tsura ng tao na to. mas ngayon, ito yung tinatawag na yung parang wine. If you age it, mas gumagwapo. Ito yan yung ating guest ngayon. So, anyway, this is, I'll introduce you to Robbie Kiza. He's one of my, you can call him Rob. He's actually one of my good friends. I met him through Experience Philippines, and then one of the reasons why I think we got to meet is because he joined the road trip, right? Tama ba?
That's correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
joined the road trip. Tapos kaibigan mo si Jeff. Tama ba?
That's right.
Yeah.
Office mate.
Office mate mo siya.
Yes. Previous
Okay.
office mate.
Wow. Ngayon si Rob, may magaling na talent yan. Naman. Talent niya ay musika. Nak naman. Isa sa mga, ang tawag niya, OPM ba yan? OPM ka ba? Hindi mo.
Technically yes, because I'm Filipino, but it's all encompassing kasi OPM eh. But it's more on the rock and adult alternative.
Wow, we call that adult alternative pala. So may ganun
That's
palang term.
Yes.
Sige. So, hindi natin pag-uusapan ng music. Joke lang.
Grabe.
Joke lang. Wala kasi alam sa music, pero maganda matuto nga ng mga bagay-bagay. So, pag-usapan yung tinayo mong company, which is I think the really one is very interesting one because I think tama naman, we have a lot of musical talents. But anyway, before pakilala mo na yung sarili mo and who you are, what you do.
Yes. Hello. Good morning or evening or whatever the time is, wherever you're listening. Ako po si Rob Ikiza. At ako ay isang musical artist. Tapos meron akong isang record label na maliit lang dito sa Cainta, Rizal. Ang tawag doon ay Jam Lemon Records. At kami ay nagpo-produce ng mga artists, ng mga music nila, at mga productions, at iba-iba pang creative outputs.
Grabe.
Yes.
Hindi ka ba nahihirapan?
Nakakapagod siya, but it's very rewarding.
It's a passion project, right?
That's correct. Hindi siya kumikita pa sa ngayon masyado, pero alam mo yun, binibuild namin yung brand and the community, and it's more on the service side, imbes na for profit. So,
paano mo nalalaman? How do you find out? Let's talk first the name. Why did you name it Jam Lemon?
That's a good question, actually. Back in, I think, 2008, meron akong mga kasama sa apartment ko ng mga rockers din, for lack of a better term. Tapos, meron kaming inside joke nun na si John Lennon, parang kapag unfamiliar ka kay John Lennon, sino si Jam Lemon? Ganon. So, later on, by around 2010, nag-iisip ako ng pangalan ng record label na kung ano yung gagamitin ko para sa sa isang album ko nun na ilalabas. Nag-isip lang ako, tapos pumasok bigla yung Jam Lemon. Tapos Jam Lemon Records, it just stuck.
So in other words, inspired pala ng Beatles tong name.
Definitely. And as always, ang kasi paborito kong Beatle is si John Lennon ever since.
Wow. Kaya pala siya inspiration mo for the name. Pero naging Pinoy version na, naging jam tsaka lemon. Inisip ko dati, kala ko sandwich.
Oo nga parang jam sa bread.
Pero bakit lemon? Kaya baka may just maasim. Pero kasi since you started it out, what was like the journey like?
Well, to be honest, Jam Lemon was just parang laro-laro lang siya in the beginning. Kasi nga, yung mga pinuput out kong albums nun, aside from my albums, tsaka sa banda ko, sa few friends din, parang ano lang siya, underground na para lang meron siyang nakalabas na record label dun sa sa inlay ng albums. Pero later on this was about 2018, medyo naging kumpleto yung equipment ko. I mean, just enough to be able to record mga artists. So nagkaroon kami ng isang ng isang special project before. Tinuruan ako ng recording process na gumagamit ng DAW, which is Digital Audio Workstation talaga. And then
Oh.
nung natutunan ko 'yun, naisip ko, why don't I use this para kumita kasi at the time I was out of work. My last job was actually with Experience Philippines. So,
Oo nga, no?
diba?
May
Kasi
question ako.
pinanganak na yung bunso ko.
May question ako. How does
Yeah.
di ba they usually make money from
Mm.
the sales is usually made from
From
purchases of the album?
recording. Not necessarily kasi yung purchases kasi ngayon, hindi na tayo physical eh. It's a changing world.
Yun nga eh. Exactly,
Oo.
my question eh.
So,
So paano yun? How does it earn from advertising?
No. Kapag may clients. So kapag may nagpa-record sa akin, I have certain rates for certain types of recording. Kung acoustic 'yan, ganito yung rate mo. Kung full band 'yan, ganito yung rate mo. Yan.
Oh. So pupunta sila dapat sa Jam Lemon's office. Dapat ganun
That's
sila
correct.
record.
That's correct. Dito sila magre-record or pupunta kami sa isang studio para ako yung mag-record. Tapos later on, ang mixing kasi ng isang kanta, it takes a month.
Talaga?
At least a month.
Ganun ba complicated?
Yes. Oo,
Oh.
ganun ka nitty-gritty, ka-detalyado ang recording ng isang proper studio na recording.
Yung sa narinig natin sa Spotify, for example, yung mga ina-upload doon,
Yes.
usually like those are really, really well edited.
That's correct. Oo.
Interesting.
So yun, kahit acoustic lang na kanta, ang mixing, ang audio engineer, pag minix niya yun, hindi sapat ang ilang araw, hindi sapat ang isang linggo kasi ipapahinga mo yung tenga mo for many days bago mo siya balikan.
Oo nga, no, para kang para kang kumakain. Hindi ka pwedeng tuloy-tuloy na kumakain. Especially if you're doing taste testing, right? You have to remove the kasi may alam ko, natatandaan ko na may isang kilala, one of my friends before, he got an internship sa ice cream factory. Ang trabaho niya tagakain ng ice cream. Taga-tikim.
Sarap.
Bawat labas ng ice cream na bago, kailangan niya tikman.
Wow.
So pumasok siya dyan, super payat niya. After 1 month, pagbalik niya, bilog na siya. Pero ginagawa niya kasi, I think the same as an audio engineer, we stop listening. Sa kanila naman, kape. Tapos sila kumain pag tinikman na nila yung ice cream, they have to drink black coffee. Tapos it neutralizes the taste buds daw. Tapos
Totoo ba?
They have to eat it again and then ganun ulit. So grabe, no? So yung trabaho niya talaga is just basically like that. Taste tester. Ng bagong labas ng ice cream.
Galing.
Wala, naisip ko lang na parang it's the same. I think it applies to every single thing. You have to take a break before you actually and you go back to it. You have a fresh perspective then on the whatever.
That's right. Minsan hindi mo malalaman kapag nagtuloy-tuloy ka, lalo sa tenga kasi ang tenga hindi mo naman pwedeng lagyan ng anything. Buti sila may black coffee sila pero ang tenga kasi you really have to sleep para maano yan eh.
Papahinga yan, no? Oo nga, no? I think one of the hindi natin napapansin. I think what we notice a lot is the eyes, the nose. I think in terms of the senses, but the sound is actually one of the underrated senses ng tao.
Totoo yan. Very much taken for granted. Totoo yan.
Kasi you assume nandiyan sound eh. Pero it can actually excite you. It can actually scare you.
Yes.
Diba yung sa mga movies, pag pinanonood mo yung mga movies, tanggalin mo yung sound effects ng horror. Walang pakiramdam yung horror scene.
Totoo yan.
It really plays a lot of sound really plays a lot of importance
role.
in yes,
Mm.
exactly. And so
True.
kasi I remember kasi dun sa when I was studying before sa
Mm.
on film, the first thing that
Mm.
I would always think of is the sound. What would be the sound like? Kasi I think that's
Mm.
how and I met another person who also thinks of it that way na bago daw siya mag-edit ng for example, any like TikTok for example, let's say TikTok na
Mm.
lang, ganun kasimple. Bago daw siya
Mm.
gumawa ng isang kasi ano siya she provides content. Siya yung nag-edit ng mga TikToks for some influencers.
Okay.
So ginagawa niya, she comes up with a sound first before she edits because the sound daw will help her process the speed,
Mm.
the effects, whatever. So parang yun na nga. So inisip ko lang, ang laki na pala ng role ng sound. Hindi lang pala just to listen to music.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
saying it's more
It
than
goes
that.
hand in hand. It goes hand in hand. Kasi ang karamihan ng iniisip nila is, okay lang yan kahit sobrang crappy ng sound. Basta yung video, ito yung importante. Kasi visual kasi ang mga tao mostly. I mean, yun yung primary sense na tingin nilang nagmamatter. Pero yun na nga, it goes hand in hand without the sound. Pag nanonood ka ng GIF, yes, you can imagine the sound, pero iba pa rin yung experience mo kapag nandiyan talaga yung sound. Lalong-lalo na kapag magandang-maganda yung pagkaka-execute.
Shit, parang nahiya naman yung pagka-record ko sa Zoom tuloy.
Hindi naman kasi this is a conversation. Conversations don't
Tama
really
naman.
require much
Grabe no, how it's all changed now. Digital,
Yes,
like
technology.
no, I'm talking about like how we changed our lifestyle now. That for example,
Ah,
now we can actually talk virtually.
Oo nga eh.
Nakita mo, parang dati kailangan, napansin ko ngayon, like I saw one of the posts of one of my friends.
Mm. Mm.
She is a financial advisor.
Mm.
And nakakatuwa because sabi daw niya, mas nadami pa daw siyang meeting ngayon kaysa yung pre-quarantine kasi
Yes,
sabi niya
yes.
after ng isang meeting niya wala pa daw 60 seconds may next meeting na daw siya kasi hindi na daw siya kailangan mag-travel, nasa schedule niya na lahat, pwedeng sunod na lang. Sabi ko, astig nga no, o nga no. So in other
I
words,
guess people are bored.
no, I guess I think
Mm.
hindi rin siya
Mm.
hindi rin siya necessary. That physical
Mm.
meeting is not really necessary. That you can actually
Yes.
work from where you are. That's how
Oo.
I always thought of it that way, and that people still
Mm.
insist on face to face. Iba pa rin siguro pag face to face meeting when you have to sign contracts or when you have to sign
Sure. Mm.
documents. At least yun pwede pa. Pero siguro sa
Mm.
mga ganito, hindi na siguro kailangan.
Yeah, I mean, okay lang naman kasi maging twice a week kang pumapasok or even once a week. Okay lang naman siguro 'yun. So I think it's gonna change pagkatapos ng quarantine na 'to at
Mm-hmm.
pag medyo bumalik na tayo sa so-called normal. I think magkakaroon ng adjustments. Kasi malaking supply, malaking ano bang tawag doon, resources ang ginagamit din ng office ng physical offices 'Di ba? Not just their internet, pati yung
Oo.
mga paper towels, 'di ba? Pati yung water, so yung
Renta.
electricity, 'di ba? Renta. So malaking pagbabago ang magaganap I feel.
I think so rin. I think madami ring
Mm.
change. Pero sa'yo, sa industriya mo, like in music, do you think any change will happen? Do you think that that's gonna be
Ang
something
laki
that
ng
people...
ang laki ng pagbabago ngayon. I don't think magbabago naman siya totally pero matagal siyang babalik. If we're talking about yung gigs,
Mhm.
yung mga concerts, matagal bumalik 'yan. Kasi marami ang takot pa rin kahit sabihin na nating nag-lift sila ng lockdown and quarantine. May takot pa rin sa mga tao eh. Kasi lalong-lalo na dahil sinasabi nila na kada pandemic merong second wave at mas maraming namamatay sa second wave. So that's why kahit nasang industriya ka, you need to adapt. Mas may mga industriya na mas malakas
Ano
yung epekto sa kanila. Pero
paano yung sa'yo? How does the music industry will adapt to this? Like, hindi ka nga pwede kasi usually, di ba sabi nila,
mm,
hindi ka talaga
mm,
kumikita sa, like for example, artists nowadays.
mm,
Kasi, I
mm,
remembered in one of the buildings that I was at, that's where actually Sony ba? Sony or Warner? I
mm,
can't remember, but one of the music labels was
mm,
actually the holding office. And then
mm.
then we were invited to go inside. As
Okay.
in, nakikisilip-silip lang ako sa window, ay sa pintuan. Pinapasok na rin kami eventually. And then, ang sinabi pala nila, kumikita daw talaga, for example, sa Spotify, para kada
Mm,
listen yata, ng,
mm.
ng kada, yeah, I think someone listens to it, parang 1
Mm.
cent, or something like that, 1 cent goes to the
It's not
artist.
even 1 cent. It's 0.00 something.
Ah,
0.000
so,
something.
doon sila
Uh,
nag-earn. So, kung may
uh,
1 million yan, doon kayo
mm,
kita. Pero kaya majority of the artists, they do
mm.
concerts. Kasi that's where
That's
the
right.
bulk of money comes in
Mm.
talaga.
Sa ngayon na hindi na physical medium ang labanan. Ang nangyari is pag meron kang album, para na lang siyang calling card mo para i-book ka sa concerts and gigs and appearances.
Eh,
Tapos
paano
yun
ngayon yan?
yung
Paano ngayon yan
kinikita.
kung wala ng concerts, gigs, hindi natin magagawa ngayon yan? So, paano sila magkikita?
To be honest, walang ibang paraan. Mas nakakaawa yung mga tinatawag nating show bands. Show bands sila yung mga nagko-cover ng mga kanta, 'di ba?
Mhm, mhm.
Yung for entertainment purposes talaga na live shows. Yun sila yung mas nakakaawa kasi kahit papaano yung mga original artists kumikita pa rin sila kahit maliit lang. Pero iba kasi yung dynamics eh. So, to be
This is
honest, kawawa yung musicians.
actually actually
Mm,
this is very
mm,
good insight.
mm.
I think there is going to be di ko lang sure, pero I'm just gonna compare it with how like
The travel business.
no. I think
No.
you've seen mga Korean shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the backstory of Korean shows? There's actually majority of them are
Mm-hmm.
actually location wise they're all free. They don't have to
Okay.
pay. There's an actual institution, there's an actual organization that government set up that really
Mm-mm.
promotes the objective of that organization is really to make
Oh.
Korean dramas number one sell internationally. That's the objective nila. So they will support that whole uh,
Mm-mm.
program. So that's why there's a lot of independent screenwriters who started producing, different kinds of
Mm-mm.
film.
Mm-mm.
It's merit based. So in other words, so if it has a higher rating, they get more funding.
Mm-mm.
So I was thinking, maybe I think this is with all this things that are happening now in the world. I think have a feeling na magkakaroon ng people will go back to the arts. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
It's like a kutob ko lang na people will start looking at something that's more human. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense though. But parang it's not anymore for profit. Like for example, music.
Right. Mm-mm.
Parang feeling ko yung tao mas gusto nila ngayon to really go into music because they want to go to music. It's not because they want to make money from it or nakita sila, sumikat sila sa TV
Mm-hmm.
show like
Mm-hmm.
Pilipinas Got Talent or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's really because they
Mm-hmm.
really just want to share music. I don't know.
Passionate about it, not for fame or for the glory, That's always been the dilemma of of artists. Kung pumapasok ba ako dito para sumikat at dumami ng chicks o kaya ng alam mo yun ng following.
Pero totoo yan, mas
Hindi
nakakapogi kaya marunong kumanta na lalaki.
Sabi nila.
Wala ba experience dyan?
Personally, I never used my music to attract the opposite sex or kahit sino man. I use my music for the message. I've always had the belief that the message is more important than the messenger. Kasi,
Lalim
diba,
yun. Iko-quote ko nga yan.
Yun kasi ang problema sa celebrity culture para sa akin.
Oo.
Yung artist hindi nabibigyan ng focus kasi nandun sila sa sa physical aspect na parang eto nga yung mga artistang ganito, ganun. Pero the truth is yung mga creators talaga are the scriptwriters, the directors, 'di ba? They
Oh,
know how to execute it kasi mga actors sila. But again, mas importante talaga yung essence ng artwork instead of the creator. Ayun.
tama naman yun eh. Pero ang
Mm,
inisip ko lang ngayon with this whole
mm.
thing, it's going to be very challenging for artists now if they rely on fan base.
That's true. That's true. Kung sanay na sila sa sa nakasanayan at
Oh,
hindi sila marunong mag-adapt, then wala, they're gonna fade into obscurity. Ngayon, yun na nga ang importansya ng pagiging adaptable, flexible. Parang ano 'to alam mo yung mga vines, parang kahit saan pwede silang tumubo as long as meron silang makakapitan. Life will always find a way,
of
parang
course,
gano'n.
life will always find a way. Hindi ka ba
Mm.
excited? Ikaw, excited ka ba what's gonna happen to the after this?
I'm excited and kind of terrified at the same time kasi kasi um, hindi ko talaga alam ano ang i-expect exactly.
Mm-hmm. I think no one
Ginagawa
does.
ko lang Oo, 'di ba? Ginagawa ko lang ang kaya kong gawin. Balikan ko lang yung sinabi mo tungkol sa Korean dramas na kung paano sila sinusuportahan ng government.
Hmm.
Nangyari din kasi yan, I think late 50s dun sa France. Tinatawag nilang French film nouveau,
Mm-hmm.
which is new wave. Sinuportahan kasi ng government yung mga batang directors at the time. Kaya nagkaroon ng bagong taste ng films. Kaya nagkaroon ng resurgence and love for French films ang buong mundo at the time. So, yun nga, if the government does support artists, mas lalo silang lalago. Kasi, 'di ba? Ikaw, suportahan ka ba naman ng nanay tatay mo, 'di ba?
Parang may pinost ako na recently
Mm.
sa Facebook. I don't know if you saw it.
Mm.
It's an ad by typical Thai ad na galing talaga sa storytelling. Uh,
Mm.
it's the same what you're saying, except this is a very very small scale. There's just one
Mm.
guy
Mm.
who stopped by a building, and
Okay.
then sabi niya sa driver niya, dito muna tayo, tapos pakisabi dun sa may-ari, bibilin ko yung building. So,
Okay.
so bumalik yung driver, kailangan daw ikaw kausapin. So pumasok siya doon sa loob ng building.
Mm.
So may nagluluto na mom. So she was making dishes. It's a kitchen actually. So it's like a restaurant na open space, no? And
Mm.
then sabi niya, before mag-usap tayo, kain ka muna. So pinakain niya muna yung guy. So habang
Mm.
kumakain yung guy, binibigyan siya ng libreng vegetables, libreng tubig, libreng drink, ganyan. And it turns out, tinanong niya, binibenta mo ba yung building? Ha? Ba't ko bibenta yung building? Sabi niya. Tapos bakit ang mura ng pagkain? Kasi it's like
Mhm.
35 baht lang. Tapos then she
Mhm.
explained, nakita mo yung bata na yun?
Mm.
If I sell it more than this, hindi siya makakapag-ipon ng pera para sa school niya. Nakita mo yung nanay na yun? Pag minahal ko yung pagkain, hindi niya
Mm.
mapapakain yung mga anak niya na kumakain doon. Kahit ano yung taxi driver na
Mhm.
yun,
Mm.
nakapag-ipon siya ng pera dahil dito sila kumakain. So yung natitira ng pera niya, napabili niya ng bagong taxi. Gets mo? Now, I'm
Galing,
just saying that
galing.
if
Mm.
people start looking at it like that, at things that you
Mm.
can do not on profit, uh,
Mm.
and make lives really better. Kaya nga, I
Mm.
think yung sinulat ko dun sa post is like, I think it says, it's like, if I'm not sure if it's invest happiness, but uh,
Mm.
sustainable happiness, sustainable returns.
True, that's true. Galing, ang galing, ang galing. So,
Well, yan.
totoo yan eh. Kasi if you, sa akin kasi, happiness doesn't only come from yourself, self-pleasure eh. Ang deeper type of happiness is when you help other people. and you feel good about it. And that's
Actually, isa sa mga naging ano ko yan naging isa sa mga reflections ko yan sa dito during the quarantine is that what is really the definition of happiness? Ano ba talaga? I mean, profit and happiness, and ano ba yung talagang dapat unahin? Diba? Parang it's like very, 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 I don't know, it's a very, very siguro, very spiritual question or very, I don't know, philosophical question. But kasi it's now making you think Like the more important things now is like really healthcare. Like you think about it, diba? Now it's like everyone's a focus on health. Now a lot of people started shifting into cooking their own food instead of eating out.
Yes, correct. Oo.
Parang ito yung mga industriya na nabubuhay ngayon.
Yung mga pang-araw-araw nating ginagawa na taken for granted, parang
diba?
yung nakikita na, uy, ito pala yung pinaka-essential
Oo, diba? Then you realize hindi pala essential ang I don't know, damit. Like, you really...
I mean, it's...
You mean what?
I mean, okay naman. Kailangan din naman ng damit. It's just that yung the fashion sense na kailangan mamahalin ng damit, yun siguro, yun yung ano. Pero
kasi may pinost ako dun sa Experience Philippines na question what did you know about yourself that you didn't know prior to this? Sabi ng girl dun sa comment, sabi niya, ngayon ko na-realize, kailangan ko lang pala ng 6 na damit to survive. I don't need more than that kasi parang wala naman pala, hindi ko naman pala kailangan na pumorma, hindi ko naman pala, sabi ko siguro nasa work from home ka kasi. Siguro pag nasa labas, iba naman siguro usapan. Hindi, so I think realize niya na it's hindi ganun ka-importante na kailangan may bago kang susuotin. Siguro. Yun na ano ka lang.
Pero with all that talk, I think lahat ng tao kailangan magano. Inaral naman natin to, karamihan sa atin inaral naman natin to sa eskwela before. Kailangan nating review yung Maslow's law of hierarchy. Hierarchy of needs.
Oo nga, no?
Kailangan i-review talaga 'yun. Kasi the truth is, I remember nung nangyari yung Yolanda, I went there to help sa Tacloban. Tapos along the way, habang nasa truck ako, sobrang nakatapat sa init, nasa likod ka lang ng truck, dalhin niyo yung mga relief goods. Tapos na-realize ko parang, sabi ko, music doesn't matter Art doesn't matter kapag panahon ng survival. Life is the number one priority to survive. Yun muna. Tapos kapag komportable ka na, you'll need to feel your self-worth. Kaya dun na ang actualization yan is nandun na sa finding a purpose, and then sa arts, sa humanities.
Sa tingin mo ba ngayon ba tayo survival ba tayo o nasa ano tayo?
Iba-iba tayo, G depende sa natin sa economic status natin Tayo, you and I, nasa nilang tayo nasa comfort zone pa rin tayo kahit paano Pero lots of our countrymen, yun, nasa survival mode talaga sila. And yun ang dahilan din kung bakit sila kailangan lumabas, naghahanap ng makakain para sa pamilya. Meron akong karpentero yung tumutulong sa akin dito kapag kailangan ko siya. Ngayong nagkaroon ng quarantine, yung relief na pinapadala dito is mga siguro once a week. Tapos 1.5 kilo ng bigas, dalawang delata o 3. Tapos ilan ang members ng pamilya. Kaya every now and then nagpupunta siya rito, humingi siya ng tulong. Wala naman tayong magagawa kasi, di ba? I mean,
shit,
meron tayo.
So sad. Grabe yun.
Isipin mo yun, di ba? So, iyon. Iba-iba yung levels natin. Depende talaga kung nasang part ka ng economic status.
Saya, no? I think, ako personally, isip ko lang na yung mga ganyan realizations, hindi mo ma-realize kung wala nangyari rin to
Totoo yan.
For many, I think I'm not talking for everyone, but I think many people so far, as the ones I've spoken with, yan ang isa sa mga nila na-appreciate nila yung small things now, the little things than the bigger ones. And then siguro feeling ko rin na magkakaroon ng new sets of, I think from all of this, there will be a new wave of not young, but leaders who are gonna come out, who will start changing, who will start, parang sila, na push sila to start making changes in the world.
I believe so. Oo, it's a huge eye opener kasi. Hindi lang sa hindi lang sa sa tao kundi kahit sa sa um in the aspect of protecting nature, 'di ba?
Well, I think everything in everything. I think it's going to be now like people will start moving towards change. Whether it's going to be a positive change or negative change, I don't know. But people are going to move to make changes. And I hope, of course, obviously for the better. But gets mo yung parang yung drive ng tao ngayon mas malakas. I think after siguro mag-sink in na yung mental, kasi ang dami siguro yung cases ngayon na because of being isolated, nagkakaroon sila ng mental anxiety. I think a lot, depression and stuff. Kasi I've met so many already, me included, no. And yesterday I was talking to one of my very good friends, and then she said the same thing na she started breaking down in the middle of the night. Like hindi lang niya alam why or parang ano nangyayari. Like what's happening? Kasi uncertainty, I think that's what it brings. Ang layo naman usapan natin ngayon na nawala sa mga pero ayun ang gusto ko, yung masarap na usapan na you start thinking about things, like you start reflecting, and I really enjoy it because sometimes wala kang kausap. Siguro ngayon yung nag-cherish ko yung moments na may kausap ako.
And yan actually yung reason din, one of the huge reasons bakit nag-start ako ng radio online radio.
Ang galing nga yeah. It's really good. I think you should. I think tuwan-tuwa nga ako every time I see it. It's in interview with si Jeffrey. So nakakatuwa nga nakakatuwa.
Plug ko lang
Sige, go.
Alright, so for guys listening, meron kami sa Jam Lemon Records, meron kaming isang online radio station, which is zeno.fm/jamlemonrecords, zeno.fm/jamlemonrecords kung mag-ano ka sa browser directly. Pero pwede ka rin mag-install ng Zeno Radio from App Store or Play Store at halapin nyo lang yung Jam Lemon Records. 24/7 it plays indie underground music from mostly dito sa sa east ng Metro Manila, but also artists from all over the country. At every 6:30 p.m. sa Facebook Live, meron kaming live broadcast kasabay doon sa Zeno online radio station.
Yung FB Live ba? It's it's like you can talk to people when they can message you and stuff.
Yes, sa comment
Nakita mo
section.
Nakita mo siya?
Oo. Pwede ka bang mag-post ng question or polls, ganun. Tapos sasagutin nila.
Wow, it's fun. Parang yung sa Korean version. Gagawa kaya ko yan. Tulungan mo ako. Gusto ko gawin yan.
Pwede kang mag-direct pero mas maganda pag OBS. Kasi pag Facebook direct na live, compressed yung sound, meaning kapag humihina yung sound mo, para siyang bumabagsak. Tapos kapag lumakas ulit, tataas ng biglaan. So kapag dinaan mo siya sa OBS, mas smooth yung tunog. So it's not
problema kasi pag-aaralan ko how I can install that in a more structured way na.
Which yata maraming options. Maraming options aside from OBS eh. Parang may nabasa akong Twitch.
Twitch. I have Twitch. Oh shit. Yun, but it's a gaming platform eh.
Is it? So, pero either way, magagamit mo pa rin siya sa sa kahit audio lang. I would suggest kapag radio program talaga.
OBS.
Audio mostly.
Okay. Sige.
Actually,
pero, may launch nga si XPH ngayon eh na
talaga.
It's a syempre share ko na kagad. It's called Virtual Experiences. So it's like it's yesterday lang. I was already preparing it, but so basically you can we usually have a singles road trip. But this time we're gonna do a singles road trip pero sa bahay edition. So it's gonna be a gamification of like what you're doing, like your radio show. But this time, XPH would be like a typical host. So it's not like a webinar. It's the same. It's you're virtual. You can see yourself. You can see all the participants. But it's a gamification version. So mangyayari, people can automatically be grouped into let's say interests. So they'll go
Okay.
they'll go into a certain room. We can do like a Q&As. They can ask. You can point out like for example, what's your favorite drink, and you can write it down, and people will guess. So it's a very interactive virtual experience. So you can actually talk to people. You can actually answer questions. You can actually,
sa website lang ng
website.
XPH. Wow,
Isa-set up pa lang siya. Actually, sineset up ko na siya. I'm just getting like details na lang. So you can. We're thinking of either there's going to be like a fee for it or not. But siguro trial run. Gusto mo sama kita sa trial run kasi it's really I want to do and the reason I'm saying this because you can actually use it for your music friends. Or for example, you're creating a community of musicians and you want to get to know them better. We can set it up like that. For example, like we can have 3 questions that they will ask, and you can customize all the questions that you want, so that you get an idea who your people are, and then they get to start interacting with one another, which is kind of cool because it's not boring. It's not like your one-sided interview. People can actually like type in anonymous questions. For example, let's say the topic is about sex. So what if you have this? It just goes to the host, and the host would start asking the question publicly, like, what do you think about this? Ang galing siya. It's really, really cool. And I really
is it like a live chat or does it have?
It's live. Everything is live. Although it's not recorded. So it's a very private thing. And then you can keep the people, the details of the people private. So you don't have to. You don't know. For example, you can't message directly that other person. Say type mo siya. Kasi inisip ko kasi, for example, sa singles road trip, if you wanna match people. Anyway, I'll do a run, which is really a trial run. I need actually around, kasi tinetesting ko how many capacity wise ano yung kaya. So far ginawa ko lang siyang 15. So parang 15 people to see whether the kaya siya in terms of the speed, in terms of interaction. Hindi siya, wala siyang lag or anything like that. Kasi nakakatuwa, like you can ask like really weird questions. Like seriously weird questions, and people will example, you can have like a conversation card, for example. Let's say I don't know, they can ask people about mga icebreakers. So if you could only eat one type of food for the rest of your life, what would that be? Mga ganyan. What do you dream about? What's your favorite song of all time? So you can ask those questions and people would write. And then you write, pwede mo huhulaan mo kung sino nagsabi noon, mga ganun type. Sige, invite kita. Siyempre, nag-extend na tayo sa kwentuhan natin. Super, super thanks, Rob.
Most welcome.
Ang saya ng usapan ngayong umaga, which is really the nice way to start the day, getting inspired. So guys, so mga next, this is actually the first of a series of conversations that I have for Banyo Thoughts, which is really a personal brand that I have. It's not part of Experience Philippines at all. This is just I'm trying to establish to utilize one of my strengths, which is really connecting people. So, and I really want to put that in now during this kind of quarantine to put it into good use so that I can have fun time for myself as well. Because I consider this really fun thing. Anyway, so yun, maraming salamat, Rob, for the
Walang anuman. Always my pleasure, G.
So pag nagkaroon ulit tayo ng pagkakataon, pwede ka ba magsalita ulit at makapagkwentuhan sa akin sa mga ating Banyo Thoughts? Pero hindi na about music, pag-usapan natin about siguro
sige.
Ano ba ang pwede natin pag-usapan? Being a dad. I think that's something that's really fun.
Okay.
Being a dad, cooking.
Cooking, yes.
Magaling ka lang magluto ngayon?
Ever since naman may mga butahe ako na alam, pero may mga types na hindi ko kaya.
Oo nga eh.
we'll delve into that when we go into that topic.
Sige. Maraming salamat. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you,
And guys,
JC.
so if you guys want to listen to Jam Lemon Records, they're always live at 6:30. So you can go to their Facebook page called Jam Lemon, right?
Yes, Jam Lemon Records.
Jam Lemon Records, and then you can tune in at 6:30, and he has very interesting conversations with different kinds of people. So it's really nice to get to know the other people in the music industry, or not even the music industry, no? So it's everyone else, no?
Yes. Different
Cool.
fields.
Different fields. Okay. All right, yun lang. Thank you very much, and
Yeah.
have a very
Hey,
pleasant morning.
you too.
Take care of yourself and the family there. Keep up the good work and keep hustling. All right.
Take care, G. Stay
Yeah.
safe.
Stay safe, friend.
Thanks
Bye-bye.
so much.